You ever spend an hour replaying one text, one look, one comment, and suddenly you're spiraling into full detective mode trying to decode what it all means? Yeah, our brains love overthinking. Today, we're breaking down why you care so much about what other people think, why social media makes it 10 times worse, and how to finally quiet that mental hamster wheel. And stay tuned, because I'm gonna tell you about how my brain once turned a simple, "Hey, what's up, bruh?" message into a full-blown mystery. We're talking Olympic-level overthinking, complete with imaginary drama and a side of public laughter. Let's get into it. Behind every belief, there's a story. Through every struggle, we find strength. Here, we drop the masks, face the truth, and talk about what really makes us human. This is Life Without Filters. Okay, so why does your brain act like it's hosting a 24/7 focus group on your every move? Blame evolution. Humans are wired for connection. We survived by belonging to the tribe. Fast forward to today, and that same ancient social radar is still running. Only now, it's triggered by texts, meetings, and emojis. Neuroscience shows that the part of your brain that handles self-reflection and social judgment, the medial prefrontal cortex, lights up like a Christmas tree whenever you think someone's evaluating you. Even imagining judgment can activate your brain's threat circuits. And here's the wild part. Research found that social rejection activates the same regions of the brain as physical pain. That's right. Your brain processes getting left out of a group chat the same way it processes stubbing your toe on a coffee table. So when you spend 20 minutes worrying if your coworker thought your idea was dumb, your brain is basically running a full-on tribal threat assessment, all for a Zoom meeting. In the next video, I'll tell you how this plays out in real life with one of my funniest, most painfully relatable stories about how my own brain created chaos over a 4-word message. Okay, confession time. I am a recovering overthinker, like Olympic-level gold medal overthinking champion. I've spent entire nights replaying texts, emails, and even casual comments in my head, trying to decode what people meant. One thing to note about me is that my brain is often in full comedy mode. I laugh at everything, sometimes even out loud in public, because I'm overanalyzing what I think they're thinking. One time I sent a super simple DM, literally just, "Hey, what's up, bruh?" and then spent the next hour imagining every possible outcome. Now I know what you're thinking. What's wrong with that message? Well, the truth is, if you often look back at what we overthink, most of it seems quite irrelevant. But in the moment, it feels real. So I was thinking, did I sound too casual, too serious? Was the bruh too much? Should I have used an emoji? My brain basically created a conspiracy theory out of punctuation. And don't even get me started on social media. Every time, every post, every story, everything turned to a personal referendum on my worth. Someone posts a perfect photo, and I'm sitting there in my sweatpants questioning my life choices. But here's the hilarious truth I realized one day. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is thinking about me as much as my brain thinks they are. Everyone's too busy overthinking about their own stuff. My overthinking was like throwing a party, and I realized that I was the only guest. So I started asking myself, do I actually know what they're thinking, or am I just guessing? And surprise, 9 times out of 10, it was just my imagination. When I stopped believing every dramatic story my brain told me, life got a lot lighter and a lot funnier. If this sounds like you, hit like and subscribe. Because up next, we're diving into the #1 thing that keeps your brain stuck on people-pleasing mode: social media. All right, let's talk about the monster in the room: social media. Every scroll is like stepping into a digital hall of mirrors. Likes, comments, views, followers. Each one is a mini social performance review. Your brain treats it like real-life feedback because it can't tell the difference between someone liked my post and the tribe accepts me. That's why a few less likes than expected can send you spiraling faster than a late night text with no reply. Studies show that heavy social media use is linked to higher anxiety and overthinking because your brain is on constant alert for social approval. You're comparing your unfiltered, behind-the-scene life to everyone else's polished highlight reel, and it activates the exact same stress circuits as public rejection. You end up doing a full CSI investigation on your own captions, emojis, and even stories. But don't worry, there's a way to break the cycle and teach your brain to stop turning every post into a panic attack. In the next segment, we're going to learn how to turn down that overthinking volume and finally stop hosting imaginary judgment panels in your own mind. Here's the truth. Most people aren't watching you as closely as you think. Your coworkers, your friends, random people on Instagram, they're all too busy wondering what you think of them. The trick is to catch yourself before you spiral. When your brain starts replaying a text or a comment, pause and ask, is this real or am I just guessing? Mindfulness practices have been shown to reduce overthinking and lower the stress hormone cortisol. You can even do a little experiment. Post something online, anything, and then walk away. Don't check the likes, don't refresh, don't analyze, just let it sit. You'll start proving to your brain that social scrutiny isn't a threat, and that silence doesn't equal rejection. Because the truth is, your social radar isn't broken, it's just outdated. And guess what? You've got the power to update the software. Next up, I'll share one simple tool that'll help you retrain your brain to care less about what others think and more about how you feel.
It's time for
the Mindset Makeover.
Okay, here's your mental wellness tool for the week, the mini exposure experiment. Think of it like confidence training for your brain. Do one small thing today that you would usually overthink. Wear that bold shirt, post that video, or even share your opinion at a meeting. Then, and this is the key part, don't analyze what happens. Just notice that the world doesn't implode. Every time you do this, you're teaching your brain that being seen isn't dangerous. It's actually freeing. These are little bravery reps. Small steps that build big confidence. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Here's your reminder. Your story gets real the moment you stop editing it. Life gets lighter when you drop the filter, stop guessing what everyone else thinks, and just let yourself be human. So take a breath, choose honesty over perfect, and go live a little more unfiltered today. And hey, if you catch yourself spiraling, replaying conversations, or overanalyzing everything, you're not alone. I help people learn how to quiet that overthinking, build confidence, and trust their own judgment again. If that's something you need, DM me on Instagram at Derick H Coaching. I'll help you step out of that mental hamster wheel and into a calmer, freer, more confident version of you.